Ankara necklace can be worn for traditional marriage ceremonies, especially for the bride and her maids. It can also be worn on off-shoulder dresses and sleeveless dresses. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Rosemary of Tina Rosie's Craft and Sews. If you are tuning in for the first time, do well to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Today's tutorial is on how to make an Ankara round button necklace with treated feathers. For a really fancy necklace, you will need some scraps of fabric remained after sewing. In addition, you will need 2 pieces of ribbons of your desired length. You will need a fabric scissors, a paper scissors, a pen for tracing, your feathers, a hard paper for your stencil, tape, and a cloth interfacing. Not forgetting your heat activated adhesive. You can choose any desired shape for your necklace, but for me, I decided to choose the U shape. You can go for a love-shaped necklace, a V-shaped necklace, or any other shape of your choice. But for me, I went for a U-shaped necklace. So, in order to create my stencil, I measured 6 centimeters by 9 centimeters. So let me just go ahead and connect the points. Six centimeters. I now went ahead and used this French curve to curve this 6 centimeters versus 9 centimeter point that I had created. I went ahead and measured 3 centimeters from the 6 centimeters line that I had created. I'll have to measure these 3 centimeters all around this curve. That will help me to have my U shape. So after marking my 3 centimeters, I'll still use the French curve to curve it out, to connect the points. Now it's time to use my scissors and cut my stencil out. So this is not a full U shape. I'll have to place my fabric on the fold in order to have the U shape that I desired. So this is the Ankara fabric that I want to use as the foundation of my necklace. So I placed it on a fold, and you will see that when I open it up, I will have the U shape that I desired. After creating my stencil, I went ahead and placed it on my fabric, and then I pinned it down with pins to make sure that my results are accurate. So I'll go ahead and add a bending allowance of 1.5 centimeters on both sides of my U shape. So I'll add my bending allowance all around my stencil. I'll also do it this other way. So I added a 1.5 centimeters bending allowance all around my stencil. Now it's time to cut. So I'll use my fabric scissors to cut. I'll now take up the stencil and open the fabric up so you can see the U shape that I've created. So this is our U shape, guys, and it is the desired shape that I had wanted. So now it's time to place my stencil on the cloth interfacing and cut. So I'll also place it on a fold. I'm placing it on a fold because my stencil is just half of the U shape. So I'll go ahead and use my pins to attach the stencil onto the cloth interfacing. Note that I will not be adding any bending allowance to the cloth interfacing because it is just the desired width that I want for my necklace. So I'll go ahead and cut it out with my fabric scissors. So this is my fabric, guys, alongside my cloth interfacing. So I'll be ironing this cloth interfacing onto the fabric. With the aid of an iron, I'll now press my cloth interfacing onto my Ankara fabric. I'm done ironing, guys. Let's go to the next stage. Before bending with the iron, I had connected my heat activated glue to the current, so it's very hot now and it's ready for use. The very first thing I will do is to attach my satin bias onto the foundation. I did two, each for one side of our Ankara necklace. You can measure your satin bias of your desired length. So I won't precise that you should use a particular length for your satin bias. So the next thing to do is to attach our feathers. Feathers are very significant in the African tradition because it is a symbol of honor, a symbol of royalty. So us Africans, we cherish feathers a lot. So I'm attaching my feathers onto my necklace foundation. After gluing my feathers onto my necklace foundation, it is now time to affix my Ankara fabric covered buttons. So I'll glue these buttons onto the necklace foundation with the aid of my heat activated glue. Make sure your buttons are overlapping over each other to bring out the beauty of the Ankara buttons. Be careful with your hands, guys, because this glue burns like hell. So I'll keep gluing the buttons onto the foundation that I had created until the buttons have filled the foundation. Just make sure your buttons keep overlapping over each other. Ankara accessories has become an absolute necessity in the world of fashion. Guys, be very careful. This thing burns like hell. So when you're using this heat activated adhesive, you have to be very careful with your hands because it burns so badly. Our necklace is almost done, guys. Our African print necklace, also called the Ankara necklace, is done. This is a very good method of valorizing our African print fabric, otherwise known as the Ankara fabric, and also a method of using our waste pieces. A method of valorizing our waste pieces. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Bye bye.